why we are bothered about the, digital overuse, or I will say, let us directly come, mobile phones overuse or misuse, or particularly among the children. That's what, why are we concerned about it? Probably we are concerned because, it kills the creativity of our children. It, makes them to underperform. That's our concern as parents or as society all over the world. That is a concern. But don't you know there are many other things you are doing that do the same thing? I mean, because there are many people here. I know this is a very distinguished small group of gathering. What do we reward in this? We reward the results. We never reward their learning, of our children. The percentage of marks, I will come to the main topic, but I think these are some important issues. It has become a status symbol for us to say that my child has got 99% marks, 98% marks. No, none of us want to face the failures, don't want that our children should face the failures. Failure is a big learning. Yel soon bachu pewan pathar chunal nakul. Tzor nafar chi diwan krak bismillah. Bas laran chistutulan. If he had fallen and learned how to rise, it would have given him a big lesson in his life. The root, the examination systems that we have, the memorization that we promote in the system, that is killing basically the creativity of the children. The children, we are born as creative, individuals. By the time a child comes to my university, almost he is done with the creativity. There is no creativity left. We try to ignite his creativity. It is very difficult. Don't all of us appreciate and see when a child handles a 3 or 4-year child, handles a mobile phone, he becomes very creative. We feel proud of him. He's able to, run those applications which you and me are not able to run. But it is the misuse, it is the overuse of this technology that kills his creativity. And if we look at many of the other things, I was just writing, for example, I have seen it, I was traveling a few days back. A child was with a mother and he was at the airport. We were just entering into the airplane. And he was asking, what is that? What is that? And mother said, Bakwas Chigumut. I mean, we kill the curiosity of the children when we don't respond to their queries. The natural curiosity, that starts from the very beginning. We kill that. Similarly, I have seen, I shouldn't say it, but I have been to 41 countries in the world. I have lived in 5-6 countries. Now see the schooling. In many of the countries, you cannot put your child in a school if he is 5 years and 364 days. You can't put it. My children have gone to school after 6 years. And they failed in all the subjects in Kashmir because they had not been to any of the schools. And their, peers, their students are writing the poems and many things. My children failed in most of the subjects. Now what we do is we basically discourage arts. Now if you go to any school, the best creative activity is when you expose your child to a mound of soil and sand. Go to any preschool in the world, you will see that children are playing only with the mud and the sand. Their clothes are soiled. So we don't really, we will tell our agres, malas muskam bachais which are mechisit karan tapose yim station ginnan ki. This is the mindset. You kill the creativity. If you really want to boost the creativity of your child, allow him to play with the mud and the sand before sending him to the schools. Similarly, I feel really a problem here. We give holidays for 2.5 months, winter vacation. This is really basically to move a child away from the curriculum. But what we do, you think college gets on chutti, doing the tuition. School of the like tuition kar. I mean, isn't this he should have moved? He should have learned about the geography of his area. He should have learned about the arts and crafts of Kashmir. He should have learned about the history of Kashmir. You should have given him a small book so that he can know. Your child gets 99% marks. He doesn't know ABC of Kashmir history. He doesn't know ABC of, he cannot know where is Kopara and where is Bhadrawa. And are you not part of this? We are all, as parents, part of this. And many other things, that you do, honestly, are basically doing same thing what this digital misuse or use of digital technology is doing. Now, can you, honestly, will you be able to control a child now? To stop, have you been able to stop a child? Will you be? You will not be. Because he finds joy in this, he finds engagement in this, he has some curiosity to learn from this. Unless and until you provide alternatives. What are the alternatives? You can't really force your child not to use unless you provide him the alternatives where he finds his imagination, it boosts his curiosity, and I am linking it to what I am doing at the IUST, but they are not children, and what we should have, every university, every school should have that. If you really want to, move the children from this, suppose, every school, you pay a lot of money to the schools. So why don't you give, in order that, boost the creativity of a child, I think it is very important that he should be programming, he should be coding, he should be working on these circuits. And this is a hobby. You can, as parents, I can get these things and give him the diagrams and let him be a very productive pursuit of that. I think it has to become mainstream on that. We all talk about entrepreneurship, startup cultures. Why not? I think you have seen, in this place, in Kashmir, we identified some not so well-educated boys and girls. Matric ke unhone kiya tha, but they had already established skills of entrepreneurship. With the CDB, we launched a program, and in order to build their technical capability, digital capability, GST, cameras and the digital photography and all that, most of them, more than 50% of them, out of 30, 15 of them have stepped up to startup level. They are making a lot of money into that. So agar aapka bachcha hai, why don't you, if he is, into something, why do you feel that he shouldn't be doing the business at a very, young age? The other thing is which fascinates some of our kids is about the astronomy and space. अगर आपने आजकल तो 50-60 हज़ार के मोबाइल्स आते हैं, अगर आप टेलीस्कोप उसको दे देंगे और शाम को उसको कहेंगे टीच करेंगे कैसे स्टार्स गेज करेंगे आप, हाउ यू विल नो अबाउट दिस. और एवरी स्कूल शुड हैव अ ऑब्जर्वेटरी, एस्ट्रोनॉमिकल ऑब्जर्वेटरी. उसमें कितने पैसे लगते हैं? यूनिवर्सिटीज में तो शायद होंगे, लेकिन एवरी school, in order to basically move the people from this obsession with the mobiles. आप भी एक देख सकते हैं उसको, he should not get obsessed with the astronomy and space science only because he has to do many. But अगर स्कूल में if we inculcate a habit or inculcate this culture that there is a love for astronomy and space science, they will build their careers in these highly, we say it is not a rocket science. That means very complicated sciences. We can build their, careers. And also, the arts, crafts. We are known for the arts and crafts. And there's a lot of scope to involve the people, involve our students into arts and crafts. Learn by doing things, and many things could be done.